Hello and welcome. So for today's video I thought I'd do a 20 facts about me. Now I'm sure you might know something about me, but I thought how about I let you guys know me better. And yeah, it took me a while to think of 20 things to talk about, but I managed to find some interesting things from my past, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Before anything, I want you to comment, like and subscribe down below. Let me know 20 facts or any facts about you, anything that's interesting, anything that you don't mind sharing. Yeah, subscribing would be the best thing. I love being able to share my experiences and to show things that I've gone through with you guys, and to sort of experience it together or to relate with each other. So please, 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 please subscribe. Okay, reading from a list that I have here. So first fact about me is I am a Libra. I was born on the 19th of October 1997, and I don't know what Libras are, what personality traits they hold, but I am quite shy, very indecisive. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Whether that really relates to Libra, I don't know. The Libra sign is basically, what are they called? The balance machines. And yeah, that's it. So number 2, I believe in God. So my mum's side are Catholic, my dad's side are, I think, Catholic and Protestants. I'm not sure, but I am Catholic and I am very religious. In fact, I had many weird dreams that involve God, where he spoke to me and he told me to save people. So I do believe he's real, and yeah, I'm just that religious. So number 3 is I am a twin. Yeah, I have a twin sister. Her name is Alexandra Berg, and she also has a YouTube channel. There's not much difference of having a twin. I mean, the only things that I say really differs from anything else is that twins have a really different bond, you know, and the fact that me and my sister are the same age, we relate to a lot of things, so I can always ask her for advice and vice versa. So number 4, I redid a year in school. So our old school had closed down, and we didn't get to finish year 10, year 11. So our parents decided that we'd retake that year and redo year 10 and year 11. Well, not redo it, but do year 10 and 11. No, yeah, we did year 10, but we didn't do year 11, so we redid year 10 and up to A level, and it was the best decision because I got better grades in my science, in my English, my languages, and in math, because I'm dyslexic. I struggle a lot with math and English. Number 5 is actually, it's a little creepy. So when I was little at nursery, I used to play with a spirit. Don't worry, it's a good spirit. It is an ancestry of mine. And I remember coming home and saying, I played with him, and my parents would turn pale white because they were so shocked that I was in contact with a spirit. I mean, my sister and my dad do not believe that ghosts exist. I do believe it. I'm 100% sure there are spirits around, and there are like ghosts trying to contact us in some way. But let me know if you do believe in ghosts or not. So number 6 is another memory of mine. When I was little, I remember sitting with we were sitting in our beds with my sister, because, you know, we shared a room, and we were just talking about, I don't know, something, just being kids. It was probably like 9 in the evening. And for some odd reason, my sister thought it was the cleverest thing, and she just pushed me off my bed. And I remember crying my eyes out, and my parents, they were so freaked out coming in. They were like, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? And I was like, she kicked me off the bed. But they were like, oh, okay, she kicked you off the bed. They thought it was something more serious than that. To be fair, when your sister does something to you, you are going to cry about it or make a big fuss. Just saying. Number 7, I am half German and Italian. So my dad's German, my mum's Italian, and they migrated to England, work purposes. My mum's a scientist, my dad's also a scientist. And let me just tell you, I'm really proud to be international, because currently there's a little bit of a downfall with Brexit. So I'm 100% sure, okay, I'm 90% sure I'm probably going to move Germany or Italy. I would probably go to Germany, seeing that the economy is better. Italy is a beautiful place to visit, but to live in, like, the government's so corrupt. So number 8, I'm gonna link this with my nationality. Because I'm half German and Italian, I open up my presents on Christmas Eve. I know in England, and maybe in America and Australia, you open up presents on Christmas Day. We don't do that. We go to church for an hour, then we prepare the Christmas tree, put the presents down, and then we open up our presents then. And then Christmas Day we just go out for a big lunch, and you know, that's pretty much how we do it. I think it's pretty much most of Europe that does it, where they open up presents on Christmas Eve. And there are a lot of other traditions that we do. This one was a bit embarrassing. So number 9, I pooed in my nappies when I was really little, and I thought it was clever to take it out and smear it all over. I smeared it myself, my sister, the wall, toys, and anything that was there. And I remember getting a huge bollocking from my parents, and it was like midnight or something. It was like really late at night. They were all asleep, and they must have heard us doing something or laughing, and they had to shower us because we were so filthy. Then again, I was a kid, and I think kids do random shit, like, I don't know. But yeah, that was an embarrassing thing that I did. So number 10 is, when I was little, I ate a spider. So my mum told me that I had a spider on my hand or something, and she told me to stay still, and she was going to go and get something to clean off the spider. But I did not listen at all, and I ate it. So she came back and she just saw me munching on something and assumed it was a spider. I think in Australia and some places you can eat spiders. I don't remember what it tastes like, so if you're gonna comment down below saying what did it taste like, I have no idea. I was so small back then, so, but it probably didn't taste good, and I probably wouldn't recommend you trying it as a dare, honestly. Just don't. And number 11, when I was like probably 13 or something, like I was in a Justin Bieber phase. The time when he had the flipping hair, and he was like really young, and he had the My World 2.0 album. I was like such a huge fan, to the point that I would pretend we were married and stuff, and me and my sister would reenact like make-up scenes, and we'd always argue who had Justin Bieber and who didn't, because we were both fans of Justin Bieber. And it would be like, you know, he's my boyfriend and he's taking me out for tea or something, or we got married, or we have kids. It was pretty weird. I mean, don't ask him with that. Number 12 is, I still do, but I always, when I'm going to bed or when I'm just resting, I would close my eyes and imagine myself with my crush. So Justin Bieber was one of them. A crush of mine that I would often pretend I was married to him, or pretend that we were going out on a date, and it was just really weird, just picturing in my head like the scenarios. And then Asher Newman from Fly Sauce was another. I mean, still is. And now I'm gonna just say it out in the open. Jonah Marais from Why Don't We is another one, just recently. Number 13, I really wrote bad stories about Justin Bieber and 5 Seconds of Summer. Ash Newman mostly. Basically, there was this thing called Wattpad. I'm sure you all know about it, and you can read stories. Thing is, I'm dyslexic, so I'm really bad, like pretty bad in English. And I thought it was clever to start writing stories. I have done some imagines that I'm going to say are alright, but writing a full-length novel is hard, and I can't really write for days. So I'm sorry for those who are still waiting for me to update on my stories. It's probably never going to happen. But yeah, that's what I used to do. Number 14, I didn't have, or me and my sister didn't have a sweet 16 birthday party. I don't understand these sort of big parties where you invite like millions of people you don't even know, and you have like big fountains, stuff made out of glass. You have, I don't know what people do, but they make their parties so huge, diamonds and dress codes. For me, when I have a birthday party, it's just mainly hanging out with friends, which is 2 people, and going to a fancy restaurant, and that's it. But the majority of the time on my birthday, I celebrate it with my family, because that's the most important thing in life, is family. You know, they're the one who cared for you, who looked after you ever since you were a baby. So, number 15, I am 22, but I look younger. Yeah, I am actually 22. But the annoying thing is that when I want to go to a pub or to a bar and sit with a friend and have like, I don't know, a drink or something, sometimes like they'll ask you for ID, and usually it's when you're younger or when you just turn 18. And some people that I know, like, they are young but look older than they are, which is not the case for me. So I get really annoyed when they're like, oh, can I see your ID? And I'm like, of course, like, they have to, because if you look young, then they assume you are young. Number 16 is a weird one. I am the queen of colds. Within my family, don't worry. I'm sure there are people who have a lot of colds. I have at least 5 to 6 colds a day. I don't know why, but yeah, I get them quite easily, and they can be quite bad. Like when you have, like when it's really bad, you feel achy, you feel weak, you sneeze all the time, your eyes become watery, you feel sick, you feel cold, you feel hot, like all these weird things. So I get it regularly, and I do not love it. I mean, it's the worst feeling. So my name, Katerina, means purity, and is the patron saint of Italy. Yeah, if you actually Google my name, like not generally my full name, but just like my first name, the first thing that pops up are religious nuns. I know. Well, Caterina is quite a religious name. I mean, it's the patron of Italy. I think patron saint of Italy means like the overall saint. So the saint of the whole country itself, because it's in different regions and in different cities they have different saints. But yeah, that's literally what it means. Ooh. So number 18 is I cry a lot, very emotional. I guess a lot of women do that, but like I cry when I'm on my period, when I'm cold, when I feel sick, when I watch a movie. Even if I don't have any like purpose or meaning to cry, I just do. I just feel the emotions a lot. Even like looking at emotional stories about people getting new lungs and or whatever, all these kind of cute things, it gets me very emotional. 19, my fears are losing my family. That's a big one of mine. I tend to, sometimes I do think a lot, like when things happen in in life, you know, shootings, terrorist attacks, you know, illnesses, sudden deaths, you know. And I think to myself, like, what if my sister or what if my family was in that scenario? And it makes me like scared, because I don't want to lose my family, like, not because of those scenarios. Like, everyone dies in their life, but I'd rather it being natural than suddenly my sister dies from being shot or something. You know, that scares me a lot. And I also hate clowns. So I've seen the Joker, but the thing I'm scared of most is American clowns. Weird thing is, I've seen a video, one of my friends showed me, of an American clown living in an abandoned tunnel. And these guys, they go in search of ghosts and interact with them. And this, like, they knew there was a clown living there, and this clown just chased after them. It freaked me out. So like clowns, like proper clowns that go out killing and stuff, like killer clowns, they really freak me out. Oh, just thinking about it, it's giving me chills. So last but not least, this one's gonna be the good one. When I was a toddler, I had really blonde hair, and of course I had my green eyes. But I looked a lot like my dad when he was a toddler. So if you put two pictures together, I'm not going to show you any of my pictures because personal, but if you see two pictures of me and my dad, you think it's the same people, which is weird because I'm female and he's male. I don't look like my dad anymore, I look more like my mum in terms of like features, and everyone says, oh, you look just like your mother. But when I was a toddler and when he was a toddler, we just looked the same.